Sera, because she's stabby, and we love that about her, stabs
Yeah.
Kolis close to his heart, but then the wound stops bleeding almost instantaneously. She tries to run from him. He grabs her by the hair and punches her, and that's like one of the first of like many physical assaults that Sera experiences at the hands of Kolis. And
You
what's
don't punch things you love. You don't do that.
no,
No.
his definition of love is super fucked up.
Yeah.
And what's really weird about it is he can't seem to stop himself from doing it. Like you mentioned this before, it's like he doesn't have accountability or he doesn't have control over his actions. But then like he feels really bad about it after it happens. Like he's like, "Well, I didn't mean to do it. Your behavior made me do it." And I'm like, "What? What? This is
Mm-mm.
crazy."
Mm-mm.
And then later, he has like his hands around her, choking her, and he doesn't even realize he's doing it until she says, "You're about to kill me again." And all it felt like to me was like such good examples of gaslighting, right? Where it's like, "Oh, I'm like, you're making me do this to you. Like, I don't want to do this to you." And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I hate you so much.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it can get worse.
Of course.
I'm like, it can't
Can't
get
get
worse. Like, he's
worse.
punched her in the face. He just choked her. He just made people die for her. He just about killed her husband. And then he uses compulsion on Sarah, telling her she can't talk back and she can't fight him. And I immediately got very, very worried about what else he was going to do to her while she was under compulsion. Like, I was like sick to my stomach reading it because I
Yeah, I
didn't know
was
what was
like,
going to happen.
ooh.
I was just like, oh, I don't love this. And then we also learn that Colas calls her Solus, which he says means my soul, and does have another meaning, which we'll talk about later. But I'm like, I don't think she likes that either.
No, no, she doesn't want to be your soul. She's not yours.
No, she's no, not yours.
No, no. Hands off. Ugh. So, speaking of hands off, when the compulsion is finally lifted, Sarah is then trapped in like this really grand, like gilded cage, but like a cage is a cage. And she knows that Kolis is likely going to treat her like one of his favorites, but will likely want to touch her because of having Satoria's soul. So she's like, okay, I can see that you're looking at me a lot like how Tavius used to before he would sexually assault her. And you're like, great, that's lovely memories to come back to. But like horrifying for her to think about like what's likely to come and like feel completely powerless, especially with Colas having the ability to use compulsion on her at any time. Like that does not sound like a good situation. Causes her to start to honestly feel like she's losing control, but she's able to calm herself because she's like, you know what, I need to keep up my strength. I'm going to fight this. I'm going to get through this, which like you really feel like proud of her in that moment where it's like, okay, she's going to keep going